NSJT, no secrets is true. Jazrael Emil Kavan, the voice of knowledge, the voice of inner peace, speaks to us to continue to be who we are, to be strong individuals believing in morals, believing in ethics, believing in ourselves, having faith. It is said that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, that when you plant it in good soil, it grows and it bears fruit, and it offers shelters to the bird and all the animals of the land. We were created by a wonderful creator, a masterful artist who shaped us out of clay and breathed life into us. He made us divine. He made us beautiful. He made us one of the greatest creations he ever created. It is amazing how much we doubt ourselves, how much we forget who we are, how much we allow others to attack us, and then begin to seek revenge. But I want to tackle the part about being perfect. See, every man upon this earth is perfect. Every woman upon this earth is perfect. Every child is perfect. We have the thoughts that I need to be like them. Yes, I am here to suffer. And if I suffer with patience, maybe when I die, I receive my rewards in heaven. Maybe then I'll be perfect, is what we think. I used to believe that because I heard too often, but it's just a story. I had so many superstitions in my head about myself, about everything. Lies that came from thousands of years ago still affect the way we create our own story. What I was told as a child is that only God is perfect. All God's creation is perfect except for humans. At the time, I was told that God put humans at the very top of his creations. But how can humans be at the top of creation when everything is perfect except humans? It made no sense to me. After growing up, I thought about the contradiction. This is not possible. If God is perfect, well, then God is one who creates everything. And if it is really to believe in the perfection of God's creation that we are not perfect, then I think that all of us should be not perfect, but we are. Or God is not perfect, and I believe God is perfect. I love and respect all of God's creation. How can I say, God, you have created billions of people and they are not perfect? For me, I say that I am not perfect, or that you are not perfect is the greatest insult to God from my point of view. If we don't see the perfection, it is because our attention is focused on the lie, on the image of perfection that we can never be, and that no matter how many of us believe, we will not see the truth. And how many of us give up trying to be the image of perfection? But in giving up, we do not go as warriors. We just accept that we are failures, that we will never make it, and we blame everything outside of us. I didn't make it because nobody helped me, because of this or that or whatever. There are hundreds of excuses, but now the self-judgment is even worse than not believing that we are perfect. Our self-judgment is even worse than before. When we are still trying to be perfect, the judgment is there. It is not as bad as when we give up. Then we try to cover our frustration and say, I'm okay. This is the kind of life I wanted. But we know that we have failed, and we can't hide what we believe from ourselves. Fame is about forgiving ourselves, forgiving all my enemies, forgiving what has transpired in our life, giving us a moment of freedom, giving us a moment of peace, giving us the grace to be able to bloom and blossom into a beautiful human being. It is our chance to continue to perfect being perfect. I say that I agree that no one is perfect, but we are like diamonds in the rough, that we must be shaped, we must be molded, we must be cut, we must be grinded to become a beautiful gemstone, to be that beautiful diamond that we also recognize as flawless. That this life will give us an opportunity to take that journey to become perfect, to become perfection. All God's creation is amazing. All God's creation is perfect. Forgiving all my enemies allow me to remove the burden of what they say about me. It allows me to remove the burden of feeling down or feeling alone. It allows me to see the world as God intended it to be, perfect. To see the animals, to see the trees, to see the grass, to see the spirit of the wind, to feel the spirit of hope come inside of us, of me. We can either travel this journey alone or we can travel this journey with each other. But I tell you that you will not get far if you do not forgive your enemies. You will not be able to overcome the obstacles that will come in your way if you do not forgive your enemies. If you cannot forgive those who have trespassed against you, you cannot forgive yourself. In times of crisis, I remember the greatest thing ever, the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the gift, the purpose, the glory, forever and ever. We must remember that we belong to a powerful God, that we belong to the greatest master, that we belong to the greatest creator. For he created us out of nothing. He has given us life from the womb to the grave. He has promised us immortality. What more can we ask from a God who loves us so? Time for us to restore the peace of our lives. It is time for us to end the drama. It is time for us to stop looking at ourselves as if that we have failed, as if that we are not good enough, that we are not brave enough, that we don't have the courage to change the course of our life. This is about us going and finding our destiny. This is about the war over dreams of all of us. What we see, can we make it happen? Will we make it happen? And the answer to that is yes. It took my knees to remind me that I should forgive. It took my knees to remind me that I should love even my enemies, even those who come against me. To be for a young woman to come to me and say, F.A.M.E, forgive all my enemies, is amazing. For me to hear her say that life should be changed for each and every last one of us, that we should be striving to become stronger and better, is amazing. It tells me that our generation has done something remarkable, left the imprint for generations to come. She speaks as the ancestors once did, that he without sin cast the first stone, and none of us can. So we must believe that we are perfect in every aspect, except for the fact that we must forgive all our enemies.